to kickstart the protests are gathering momentum. Here at home, the chairman of the Ogun Council of the NLC, Comrade Ademola Ahmed, was seen coordinating activities at the office of the workers on Abiola Way, preparatory to take of the protest. In the meantime, there are heavy presence of security officials in places like NNPC, near OOPL, Opik Roundabout, Pansheke, and Ibara under the bridge. Just as many workers, artisans are stranded at Yanamotori due to absence of commercial vehicles, whose drivers are mostly likely watching how events unfold. Some bakers and caterers in the country have reminded the federal government of the need to honor the 2020 agreement with the bakers and caterers. The reminder is on the heel of the planned temporary suspension of bakery and catering activities by the bakers and caterers who allege that high taxation is killing their businesses. Meanwhile, other set of bakery owners say they are not suspending activities because the withdrawal of their activities will worsen the economic situation of average Nigerians. There is a need to come up with proper modalities for the demarcation of boundary lines and other socioeconomic issues such as trans-border trade and integration, adequate security of Nigerians living at border areas to improve their livelihood. The Deputy Governor, Engineer Noimot Salakudele, saw the need in her goodwill message at a day workshop on the creation of platforms for local border authorities along Nigeria-Benin international boundary held in Ibadan, appreciating the officers and men of the Nigeria Customs Service and Nigeria Immigration Service for their efforts at safeguarding the nation's border. She, however, urged them to consider the homogeneous nature of the border communities while discharging their duties. In his speech, the Director General, National Boundary Commission, Surveyor Adamu Adaji, explained that the federal government prioritizes cross-border cooperation with a view to combating crimes and building national economy, adding that the workshop would help douse tension and address various differences between Nigeria and the Republic of Benin. On the land, US President Mr. Joe Biden has said he hopes to have a ceasefire by next Monday in the Israel-Gaza war. His comments came amid reports of some progress reached in ongoing negotiations involving Israel and Hamas representatives in Qatar. President Biden, whose country is Israel's main ally, was speaking to reporters in New York City about the possible ceasefire. A spokesman for the U.S. State Department said earlier that progress had been made in negotiations to release the hostages in the last several days, but that it remained unclear whether Hamas would accept the latest proposed deal. Last week, the U.S. was widely criticized for vetoing a UN Security Council resolution demanding an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. On sport, former Nigeria international Peter Rufai believes goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali has done enough to earn the number one spot in the goalkeeping department for the senior national team. Nwabali won the heart of Nigerians in his amazing performances at the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations, where he helped the Super Eagles to a second-place finish. The cheaper United shot stopper and Carl Ikeme left the team. In an interview, Rufai, who was part of the 1994 Nigeria's AFCON winning team, said the former wiki tourist man has done enough to keep the position in subsequent outings. That was the news at 10 on OGBC, packaged by Adebimpe Wahab.